I've got an unbeatable wand. Come and have a go if you think you're hot enough. What's up and welcome back to Wizarding Wiz. Now if this is your first time here and you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to make sure that you stay up to date with all of the videos as they come out. If you are new here and have already subscribed, thank you for joining and welcome to our journey. It is shaping up to be a rather good one. And now on to the topic of the day. This is part 4 of our wand lore videos, and I'm choosing to do this one particular wood by itself due to the wood that it is. If you haven't guessed from the pre-intro, I think is a good term for that, I'm going to be doing Elder Wands today. But let's not jump too far ahead and let's get into it now. Elderwood is the rarest wand wood known and is kind of believed to be unlucky due to its rarity and due to the fact that Elder itself is very particular and very picky about the wizard it chooses to be with. An Elder Wand wants to be with a witch or wizard who is superior to all those in their company, meaning it wants the strongest, baddest, whatever you want to call it, witch or wizard in the room. It will take nothing less and will switch allegiance according to power if need be. Basically, it will take a very remarkably powerful witch or wizard, somebody who is highly unusual, to be able to tame an Elder Wand for any length of time. There is actually an old saying that goes, "Wand of Elder never prosper." This is not really based on truth because, as I said, it is very picky and will change its loyalty based on the power. So, say for example, you have a Wand of Elder. You're probably a pretty gifted, talented, powerful witch or wizard, but if you go up against somebody who's even just a smidge more powerful than you are, the Elder Wand will switch its allegiance to that person in the end, and you will lose. Which brings me to the Elder Wand, the Wand of Destiny, the Death Stick, if you will, the one that everybody wants, the most coveted. It is known to have a long and bloody history because of the way Elder Wands pass from wizard to wizard or witch to witch, and its history is bloody enough that it can be traced all the way back, with gaps missing, of course, meaning that here and there somebody who was truly powerful had it for a long stint of time, and or it was lost to history for that period of time. But of course, if you had the wand, you wouldn't want to brag about it, right? Because look what happened to Mr. Grigorovich, the wand maker, who boasted about having the Elder Wand. It got stolen from him by none other than Gellert Grindelwald, who then loses the Elder Wand to Albus Dumbledore. So if this wand is so incredibly powerful and its owner is said to be unbeatable, or the wand itself is said to be unbeatable, then how do people like Gellert Grindelwald lose control of the wand? One, either Grindelwald did not truly own the wand because he merely stole it from Grigorovich. Yes, he shoots a stunning spell at him, but whether or not it hits, we don't know. But he never actually defeats Grigorovich, whether in combat or just simply overpowering it. He just sneaks into his wand shop and steals it. Doesn't really earn the wand's allegiance. Now, Grindelwald does go on to produce fantastically amazing, extraordinary magic with it, but Grindelwald was an extraordinary wizard, much like Voldemort goes on to say he himself is extraordinary. The wand just produces the magic he already has, doesn't give him the magic it promises. And this would be because you're not the true owner. Or maybe Grindelwald was the true owner, but, like Dumbledore himself, believed that Dumbledore was a bit more skillful, a bit more powerful, and the Elder Wand could sense this, and so when forced to do battle against Albus Dumbledore, the wand chose to give its allegiance to Dumbledore instead, who took it and tamed it for years until, in a highly weakened state, he was disarmed by Draco Malfoy. And we know the story from there on. Which brings me back to the old superstition of Wands of Elder never prosper. This superstition is based mostly on fear of the wand itself because it is so powerful and because it only wants an equally or more powerful wizard than the magic it possesses itself. people tend to think it's unlucky and unsuitable for anybody, so much so that most wand makers will not even stock them or make wands of them. Foolish in their own right, because if you meet somebody who is akin to an Elder Wand, you are most likely meeting a very, very powerful, or somebody who will be a very, very powerful witch or wizard in the future. And of course, as we know, both Gellert Grindelwald and Albus Dumbledore were very prosperous while in possession of this wand. Dumbledore more so, obviously, but you can't say that Grindelwald did not prosper very well for the time that he was in power. And of course, both of them were rather remarkable and highly unusual, so the Elder Wand was sure to give them its allegiance until they were no longer the strongest person in the room. And that's it for today's video, guys. I had to give Elderwood its own little special video because of the lore attached to Elder Wands, specifically, of course, the Elder Wand. And I hope that you found it enjoyable and informative and entertaining. So be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy this, and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, so that you can stay up with all of the wand lore videos as they roll out. Until next time, stay safe and watch out for Dementors.